Good day, everyone. I am Sir Jerickson S. Chua, and welcome to Empowerment Technologies.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first lesson in Empowerment Technologies, which is the Introduction to Information and Communications Technologies. Our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, first, use the basic ICT knowledge and skills. Second, use appropriate social skills required to cooperate and collaborate with fellow ICT learners for a more productive learning experience. Third, compare and contrast the difference between online platforms, sites, and content. Fourth, differentiate the trends in ICT. And lastly, grow personally by facilitating different methods of ICT in learning. So, what is ICT? ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology or technologies, and this is an infrastructure and components that enable modern computing. So, what are the different components of ICT? The term information and communication technology generally accepted to mean all technologies that are combined and allow people in organization to interact in the digital world. So let's see the different components. We have the hardware, we have software, we also have transactions, communication technology, data, internet access, and cloud computing. So here are the different components that help us manage our technology in our everyday lives. So information and communication technology deals with the use of different communication technologies to locate, save, edit, and send information. ICT permeates all aspects of life, providing newer, better, and quicker ways to help people interact, network, seek help, gain access, and to learn. So we now live on what we call the digital age. And this is the emergence of the different technologies that help people accomplish tasks in a more effective way. Example is on the use of smartphones for communication. And nowadays, the people who were born on the digital age are now called the digital natives because basically they were born with the use of technology. So, empowerment technology. So, empowerment refers to the process of giving yourself to other people and the capacity to achieve a specific end goal. And we have here what we call technology literacy, which is our ability to use digital technology and communication tools to define information, need, access, manage, integrate, and evaluate to be able to communicate this information to others. So as you can see on the image below, we have the traditional way of teaching and learning where students are in this school and the teacher discuss in using a blackboard or a whiteboard. And nowadays, we now use or integrate technology in our teaching and learning because the pandemic also affected the education sector. That's why we now have what we call the asynchronous and synchronous discussions. So who are the millennials? So the millennials refers to the generation where people were born during the last 2 decades of the 20th century. It takes sociologists and other social scientists a few years to settle on the name of the millennials. Millennials are known as the Generation Y because they followed the Generation X. And millennials are known for being born near the end of the millennium. So what are the characteristics of the millennials? So millennials are good at accepting change, millennials are curious, millennials value teamwork, millennials like feedback, and millennials visit public libraries more regularly. So I also belong to the Generation Y, or what we call the millennials. So as you can see here on our image, we have the GI generation, which is from 1900s to 1924. So they were born on this year. So we have the old people here. We also have 1925 to 1945, which is the traditionalist or the silent generation. Okay, this is where my grandmother is born. We have 1946 to 1964, which are the baby boomers. So basically, my grandmother is a baby boomer. We also have the 13ers or the Generation X. And we also have here the millennials or the Generation Y, where I belong to. And we also have here the Gen Z, which I know you are belonging to, especially the senior high school students. And even the college students nowadays belong to this generation. And we can also call them as iGen or the Centennials. So let's proceed to Industrial Revolution. So Industrial Revolution started in the late 1800s to 19th century, and this is called Industrial Revolution 1.0, and mechanization is in place where industrial cities use substitution for steam engines and mechanical production. For Industrial Revolution 2.0, which started from late 1900s to 20th century, mass production is in place, and industrial regions use scale economies for electricity and division of labor. For the third industrial revolution, which uses automation, which started in the second half of 20th century, global production network started and input costs where electronics and information technologies were in place. And for today, we now live in the fourth industrial revolution where robotization is being used and global value chains and added value uses cyber physical systems. So ICT and the society. So where can we see ICT? So the first one is education. We now feel this and use this in the education sector because of the pandemic. We now maximize technology to its full potential. So where can we integrate it in our education? Okay, it is a source of learning and teaching and even used for research materials, for online learning communities, okay, where teachers use different technologies in teaching their students and giving and providing the students necessary materials for learning, recording and computation of grades, and managing records and administrative purpose. For economics and travel, it is used for online marketing, for convenient business transactions, online payment gateways, online booking and reservations, and online tracking of reservations. So before we do it on site, but nowadays we can do it online. So let's proceed to the different emerging technologies in ICT. So we have artificial intelligence or AI, which are now used in different companies. We also have robotics, which is used for different industrial production and so on. We also have biometrics for security purposes, quantum cryptography, which Bitcoin is in place for trading. We also have here computer-assisted translation. We have Hey Google as an example. 3D imaging and holography, which is used in the different news, okay, and even different aspects of technology in the science presentations and so on. We also have virtual reality, which we can see in the different advertisements. An example would be the metaverse, which is an example of virtual reality. And then we also have here latest technologies such as AI and advanced machine learning, intelligent apps such as virtual personal assistant. So Siri is an example of that. Internet or intelligent things, which is also known as an example of autonomous cars, or what we call IoT or Internet of Things, digital twin or robotics, blockchain and distributed ledgers, which is Bitcoin and other tokens. So let's proceed to ICT in the Philippines. So the Philippines is termed as the ICT hub of Asia because of our call centers or BPOs or business process outsourcing, and what we call our BPMs or business process management. And we also have it for financial, health, and IT sectors. So basically, more investors go to the Philippines because of our second language, which is English. So the IT industry here in the Philippines is worth about $22.9 billion. So let's proceed. It says here that the internet is a vital tool to our modern lives. When the World Wide Web was invented, most of the pages were static, meaning the page is assist and cannot be manipulated by users. The content is also the same for all users, and this is referred to as Web 1.0. So basically, when Web was started, okay, it is just used for viewing purposes. So, in 2017, 58% of the population in the Philippines have internet access, where global average is about 50%, and the CE region is about 53%. So, as you can see, we are higher compared to the global average. And 52% of the population are mobile active social media users, and the global is about 34%, and the CE is about 42%. CE is Southeast Asia. Okay? So, in the Philippines, we have here the selfiest cities around the world, and we have here in 2013, two of our cities from the Philippines got the top 1 and top 9 spot according to Time Magazine. So what are those? So the first one is we have Makati and Pasig, which is having 258 selfie per 100 people. And the top 9 goes to Cebu City, Philippines. So dynamic web page. So this is the term that was used to describe the collection of web application used for interaction and collaboration. It was coined by Darcy DiNucci in 1999, and it does not refer to a new version of web, just refocus for its use. Web 2.0 is more than the retrieval of information, and it is the participation of website. So here is Darcy DiNucci. So Web 2.0, or what we call dynamic, is the evolution of Web 1.0 by adding what we call users, and it is able to see the website indifferently from the others. Users can also comment and create user accounts with Web 2.0. So examples of Web 2.0, we have social networking sites, blogs, your wikis, video sharing sites, hosted services, and web applications. And we have here several aspects of Web 2.0 such as internet, blogs, privacy, network, interactivity, social networking, participation, video sharing, wikis, www, creativity, and communities. And we have here several applications and websites where we can maximize the use of Web 2.0. So here are the features of Web 2.0. The first one is what we call our folksonomy, which allows users to categorize and classify or arrange information with a chosen keyword. And this is an example. We have tagging or hashtag, which is used for popular social networking sites, and we use the pound sign for getting the keyword. And we use this on several applications such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even YouTube. So here are examples of folksonomy. So this is my class in the year 2018 where they use ICT as their hashtag, and this is an example of folksonomy. So as you can see, we have year 2018 where they post their first class in my e-tech class in the year 2018. In 2016, which K-12 started, this is their first activity in my ICT class. So as you can see here, we also have here, this was in the year 2020, I guess. Okay, they posted our first day in our class. Okay. Next, feature of Web 2.0, which is rich user experience, where the content is dynamic and responsive to users' input. Example, we have modifying your personal information on social media account. Third, we have user participation, which the owner of the website is not only the one who is able to put content, but others uses comments, reviews, and evaluation to place their opinions and suggestions about the website. So we can see here on Amazon.com, online stores such as your Lazada and Shopee. The fourth one is long tail, where services are offered on demand rather than on a one-time purchase. An example of it, which is data plans on Globe or Smart, where time spent on the amount of bandwidth differs, and the amount you use, you will pay it depending on the usage. And the fifth one, we also have software as a service, and we have three services that is offered on the net. We have the IaaS, or infrastructure as a service. We also have PaaS, or platform as a service, and we have SaaS, which is software as a service. So when we have IaaS, servers are being used. PaaS is middleware or operating systems and servers. And for SaaS, it's application, middleware, and servers. Okay, so users will be able to subscribe to software only when needed rather than purchasing them. Basically, when we use SaaS, or software as a service, we use the application on a free version. But if you want to get the full version of it, you need to pay for its services. Okay, example, we have Google Drive, Docs or Sheets. So if we on Google Drive, we are given 5 gigabytes of storage. But if you want to improve their storage capacity, you need to buy for that particular storage. So this allows you to rent a software for a minimal fee. We also have mass participation, which is diverse information sharing through universal web access. Since most users can use the internet, Web 2.0's content is based on people from various cultures. So that is the feature of Web 2.0. Okay, so let's proceed to Web 3.0, or what we call our Semantic Web. So this is a movement led by World Wide Web Consortium, or W3C, and this is the term coined by the inventor of the World Wide Web, which is Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Lee also noted that the semantic web is the component of Web 3.0. According to W3C, semantic web provides a common framework that allows data to be shared and reused across platform, enterprise, and community boundaries. Okay, so the aim of Web 3.0 is to have machines understand the user's preferences, meaning with Web 3.0, this enables to deliver when content specifically targeting the users. Example, when we use Web 2.0, topmost results from several users can be seen. But with the use of Web 3.0, it studies your personal preferences and individual users. So the internet is able to predict the possible answers by learning from previous choices. An example of Web 3.0 is using your Google website. Okay, once you type something, okay, it gives you some suggestions on what you are searching. Okay, with the onset of Web 3.0, which is a new technology, okay, it has been several problems, and it has to be fully realized because of this issues. Okay, the first one is compatibility, where HTML files and current web browsers could not support Web 3.0. Number two, security. The user's security is also in question because the machine is saving his or her preferences. Vastness is also an issue because World Wide Web already contains billions of pages. Okay, we also have vagueness, where certain words are imprecise and the word old and small would depend on the user. And logic, since machines use logic, there are certain limitations for the computer to be able to predict what the user is referring to at a given time. So you need to be specific when researching on the internet. So we have here the differences between Web 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. So Web 1.0, the features are read-only, company focus, home pages, owning content, web forms, directions, and page views. For Web 2.0, we have read and write, community focus, blogs and wikis, sharing content, web applications, tagging, and cost per unit. And Web 3.0, which is portable and personal, individual focus, live streams and waves, consolidating content, smart applications, user behavior, and user engagement. So those are the differences between the three web platforms. Let's proceed to the different trends in ICT. So the first one is what we call our convergence. Technological convergence is the synergy of technological advancements to work on a similar goal or task. It is used for several technologies to accomplish a task. Example, we have cloud technologies using LTE or long-term evolution. And this is also termed as your 5G internet connection. Okay, next one is we have your social media. So this is a website application or channel that enables web users to create, co-create, discuss, modify, and exchange user-generated documents. So according to Nielsen, a global information and measurement company, internet users spend more time on social media sites than any type of sites on the net. With this, more and more advertisers use social media to promote their products. Okay, that's why several applications or social media companies get their finances from the social media, okay, because of this particular promotion using the different businesses. Okay, we have here the different 6 types of social media. The first one is your social network, where these sites allows you to connect with other people with the same interests or background, set up your profile, add people groups, and share content. So social networks, we have your Facebook and Google Plus as an example. So this is Facebook and this is Google Plus. So comparing between the two, most popular we have Facebook, and Google Plus is not that popular in terms of the users. Next, we also have bookmarking sites. So these are sites that allows you to store and manage links to various websites and resources. So users can search and create tags. So once you have several websites, you may just place this on the different bookmarking sites for easy access. So we have stumble upon. We also have here Pinterest, okay, and we also have Bitly. So Bitly is now used in some seminars or several trainings because it's easier for accessing the different sites. We also have here social news. These are sites that allows users to post your own news items or links to other news sources. So the users can post and comment. So we have example Reddit. So this is Reddit. So as you can see, several news is in here. We also have Dig, okay, as an example for social news. Next, we also have media sharing. So these are sites that allows you to upload and share media content like images, music, and videos. So additional social features like liking, commenting, and having user profiles is here. So we have Flickr, YouTube, and Instagram. Another example of media sharing is your TikTok. Okay, so this is Flickr. Images can be placed here. We also have here YouTube, okay, where you can watch several videos. And we have Instagram, where you can place some short clips or pictures. We also have microblogging. So these are sites that focus on short updates from users. And these subscribers and users will be able to receive this update. So we have Twitter, okay, as an example, and we also have Plurk, okay, for microblogging. For blogs and forums, we have here websites that allows users to post their content and users are able to comment. Okay, so if you are into blogs, you may use Blogger. Okay, if you want to create a safe space for your diary and so on. We also have WordPress, okay, which is this one where you can create your own blogs and also have several users or contributors, as they say it. And we also have here what we call Tumblr, okay, as an example of blogs and forums. So those are the different examples of social medias. Okay, now let's proceed to different mobile technology. So the popularity of smartphones and tablets has taken major rise over the years. This is because the device's capability to do tasks that were originally found on your personal computers or your laptops. Also, mobile devices use several operating systems, okay? So iOS is for your Apple products, okay? Android is for, we have smartphones such as Samsung, we also have LG, we also have Huawei. So they use Android, and Android is created by Google. Okay, we also have BlackBerry, Windows. Okay, we also have WebOS for smart TVs, mobile Windows Mobile. Okay, and Symbian OS for Nokia products. So we have iOS, okay, which is used by Apple products. So historically, here are some Apple products or iPhone. So here on my example, we have iPhone 10, but nowadays we have the iPhone 13, which is the recent release of the iPhone series. And currently, the latest iOS software update is iOS 15.3. For Android, we have here several Android versions. So let's see. We have the first, we have no code or name 1.0 because they haven't created the Android OS names before. It started in 2008 and the first name that they created was called Petit 4 in 2009, Cupcake April 2009, Donut 1.6 we have here on September 2009, Eclair October 2009, Froyo May 2010, Gingerbread December 2010, Honeycomb February 2011, Ice Cream Sandwich October 2011, Jelly Bean July 2012, Kit Kat 2013, Lollipop 2014, Marshmallow 2015, Nougat 2016, Oreo 2017, Pie 2018, Android 10 2019, and the latest we have Android 11 which was developed in September 8, 2020. And the last trend in ICT is what we call assistive media, where it is a non-profit service designed to help people who have visual and reading impairment. So this is a database of audio recording that is used to read for the users. So in summary of our discussion, ICT play an integral part in the development of the Philippine economy. So the Philippines is termed as the ICT hub of Asia because of our BPOs and PPMs. Tim Berners-Lee created the internet, and most web pages are static, which is referred to as Web 1.0. Okay, Web 2.0 is termed as dynamic web page because users can comment and suggest some information. The key features of Web 2.0 is namely folksonomy, rich user experience, user participation, long-tail services, software as a service, and mass participation. Web 3.0 aims to improve Web 2.0 by adding user-specific content through user preferences. So Web 3.0 is hampered down by several problems such as compatibility, security, vastness, vagueness, and logic. The trends in ICT includes convergence, social media, mobile technologies, and assistive learning. So for our quote of the day, technology is not just a tool, it gives the learner a voice it has not had before. So this is according to George Couros. So as ICT learners, it's now up to you on how you can maximize technology to its full potential.